I always have to fix my audio now. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Shitty Cowboys. Let me just make sure I've got my right audio going for you all. There we go.
Posters left audio.
It's just, you don't want just my left ear in there, so that would be just all around terrible. So, welcome everybody to Shitty Cowboys. It's been a while, you guys. We missed last one. So, who wants to recap what went down about a month ago?
I think you should.
All right, I can do one. I never do these, so I'll do one. So, you guys were tasked with getting some information from Slim Bill. This was like the overall quest, like 2 or 3 episodes ago. Oh yes, I do need to switch your guys' cams, don't I? Whoops, that's not it.
I'm Shaun Marsten. I'm gonna be on this side of the screen today.
I can't even do Pendergrass, so
I don't know if I rightly can today. It's been so long.
Whoopsies. Whoops. Oh man, I'm moving the whole overlay around. There we go. That looks manageable. So the overall quest that you all even departed on, probably about 2 months ago now, about 3 episodes ago, was to find Slim Bill because he was supposed to have some information about the ghost cowboy that you guys saw. And when you guys went to the trough to get Slim Bill, you found out he was under house arrest because Duroc had usurped him and taken over the town of the trough and put him on house arrest. You guys broke
I'm sorry
him.
to interrupt you there, partner, but is everybody recording for the podcast?
I definitely forgot.
I wasn't neither.
I definitely forgot to do that.
Maybe we should do that.
Yes, let's go ahead and get that going.
All right.
And I will use
count-
my
count
Zoom
in?
audio for that beginning of that recap.
oops.
Good catch. Yes, if you didn't know, we also put this on a podcast feed. Bi-weekly. Same week that these go up. There we go. I am now ready.
Excellent.
Is everybody ready to record?
1 sec.
Oh, I started mine. Whoops.
Dang it, Shaun Marsten. We're
Ready?
professionals around here.
That's
Hold
right.
on, hold on.
Mm-hmm. You ever click record on your Audacity there?
I'm ready.
All right. Now everyone gets to see how we do this. All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3, record. All right, that'll be good.
All right.
So yes,
So, Slim Bill. We've did the thing with Slim Bill.
You have busted out Slim Bill, gave him a fake beard, and escaped the trough with him hidden in the MS Paint True wagon. But after a short-lived bout of victory, you heard gunshots ringing out and found Duroc and a couple of his goonies chasing you all down. Got into a pretty big fight. Now we are up to the recap of the last episode. Big wagon fight. Shaun Marsten was in all sorts of trouble. Got drug around on the wagon a lot. Could not get up on that wagon. Jambalya stabbed Duroc in the face a bunch. Or no, that was Shaun Marsten, I think.
No,
Somebody stabbed
Shaun
somebody.
was my boss, stabbing him right in the ear.
Yes, somebody was stabbing somebody in the face like over and over. You guys eventually
Shaun.
finished them off. Oh, and then you guys
stick him, Shaun.
you guys did save one of the dire hogs and
That's right.
rigged it up to your wagon, so you've got your 2 clockwork horses and the dire hog pulling your wagon. And Slim Bill told you that if you wanted to know about the ghost cowboy, the sky cowboy that you all saw, you wanted to go to Griffin's Butte, or as some might call it, Griffin's Butt, which is these pairs of big stone columns out in the middle of the desert, sandstone columns that he warned you that whenever anybody tries to find it, they usually can't see it. But if they keep going towards it, gunshots will start to ring out. But he assured you all that you guys were safe. You would not actually get shot by the gunshots. They're just warning shots. You made your way to Griffin's Butte and found Squint Westwood, a kobold gunslinger who claimed to be that spirit of the untamed West that you all were looking for. The physical embodiment of that ghost sky cowboy. And I think Jambalya talked to him a little bit about cooking iguanas and lizards and squirrels and gophers. And he gave you guys all a place to rest up and sleep for the night. And then in the morning, while hunting for squirrels, heading up towards the Griffin's Butte. So you guys are like halfway up this sandstone column, like pillar, in a little cave in there. And you saw 4 people. I did glance over the whole flesh train bit, I just realized. But from the flesh train, you guys saw the same 4-armed devil that you saw back then. And so you see a total of 4 horses riding up towards the cave that you all are staying in, led by Four Guns Faust, who is holding two arms on the horse reins, 2 arms having pistols up in the air, and just a cloud of dust and sand and smoke kicked up behind them as they were approaching you all. Did I miss anything?
Don't think so. I think that about covers it.
Okay. That was a big one. So if we're getting into it now, Four-Armed Faust. I keep calling him Four-Armed Faust because he's got 4 arms, but he's actually named Four Guns Faust. I guess they're interchangeable at this point. Four Guns Faust, after seeing that he's not taking any fire and he's approaching you all, he takes the 2 pistols, puts them in some side holsters, and then raises up 2 hands as he's approaching the on-ramp to this cave that you guys are in. And Squint Westwood looks at you 2, or you 3, because Slim Bill is still with you, but Slim Bill's pretty much useless. So what do y'all reckon we do about this?
Well, we're supposed to fight him. He's some sort of evil counterpart to you. Is the spirit of the untamed West, right?
Yeah, instead of the spirit of the untamed West, he's more of the devil of the
asshole
untamed
of
West.
The untamed West. All right,
that's what I say. Yeah.
He's come to the right place to explore the Griffin's butt with an asshole. All right. Well,
maybe that's why he's coming. Maybe he is.
Well, he's got his hands up. I reckon we should just shoot him now.
We could. If we could. I got a pretty good aim. I could probably shoot him pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, right? That's the whole objective, right? Don't listen to his honeyed words. We're just gonna shoot him right in the dick.
I mean, yeah, I could. He's coming up now, so if you want to, we need to act fast. Up.
All right, well, I'm gonna shoot him in the dick then.
Okay, let's go ahead. We'll say that while you guys were deciding what you wanted to do for your plan of action, that they just got to the base of it's kind of like a wraparound ramp, but where you all are, it's overlooking the base of it. So, yes, you guys can definitely go ahead and just pop some shots off.
All right.
Let's go ahead and roll initiative.
Okay.
And you guys will get a surprise round. Oh, wow.
11. I don't know why I did it twice.
Okay. Let me get...
What the...
Let me get this initiative tracker, and let me get some music going for us all now.
It's a pretty terrible initiative from old Jambalaya there.
Well, they all did very badly, too. just to be fair, because I didn't call out which initiative was which, we will say that that 2 was Four Guns Faust. And then it will be Shaun Marsten with an 11 is second.
So bad.
That's how bad it is. But then it will be whoops. Then it will be Squint, and then his gang members, and then Jambalya. So I just had to turn that music down way low. It was very high. So the order is going to be Shaun Marsten, Squint, gang members, Jambalya, Four Guns. So you guys can both take your actions you would like to take for your surprise round. And I'm going to have a couple character stat sheets I need to pull up.
I'm gonna shoot him in the dick. 2 times.
Go get you some dick shots, boy.
How many bullets are we gonna? I can't remember.
Oh God.
I know we didn't have a lot.
Yeah, it's not a ton. But
I've still got like 6.
yeah, Squint's got some. So we'll say that Shaun Marsten, we'll say you also have 6, but Squint has a box in his cave that has like 30 in it. But if you ran out and needed to go get some, that would be like an action to go load up. So it looks like, Shaun, you just rolled a 28 to hit for your first shot.
Oh, wow, look at that.
Oh, wow. It's exactly the same fucking attack roll again. 2
Oh,
28s.
jeez, oh, Pete. Why is there 2 damages?
I think it's range.
Yeah. If it's the second value says.
Oh, the second value is if it's over
Extreme
the
range.
over the range. Okay. Whoa. So I'm getting his HP typed up here real quick, but both of those shots are definitely gonna hit, and both of those shots are. Ooh, that's gonna be 24 points of damage total.
And I'm also gonna do another one.
Oh God. Oh jeez, this is.
Zone action surge.
Yes.
Oh jeez. Oh no. Okay, go ahead and roll another one. These are all coming right for Four Guns Faust, right?
Yeah.
18. Oh man, this guy, I'm not sure exactly why he's got such high armor class. He's just wearing like a leather, like a duster, like a forearm duster. But his armor class is 18. Let me see because this guy's got some spells too, him being a devil and all. Let me make sure he doesn't have any kind of like reaction to try to lessen this blow a little bit. I don't think he does. No, he does not. So, because Fiendish Blessing, the AC at Four Guns includes its charisma bonus for some reason. I guess he's so handsome you don't want to shoot him in the face.
I'm trying to shoot him in the dick.
So that's why you guys are shooting him in the dick.
Exactly.
And that's going to be a total of 24, 29. Luckily, that last shot didn't do a ton of damage, but still, 29 points of damage, Shaun, is a very, 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 very much. So is that like right hand shot, left hand shot, and then another right hand shot, just like back to back?
It's 2 hip shots and then behind the back.
And it's the behind the back one that it almost missed. You got really close. You got a little showy. Yeah, you got a little showy. Okay, Jambalya, go ahead and what's Jambalya gonna do for his surprise round?
Well, he's gonna line up a nice shot straight on this boy's groin.
Whoa, 17, and we now know I have spoiled Four Guns Faust armor class, so we know that.
Oh no!
First shot is going to miss.
Just drops a little low, and that's the only shot I got.
Oh yeah, you don't have.
Well, I can retrospectively spend, if you will allow, you'd spend a grit point to get advantage on that shot.
Yeah, sure.
All right, well, we'll try that again. Oh, right the dick. Come on.
Oh,
nope.
So you get
will expend one grit point.
You get this shot lined up, and how do you picture using a grit point? Like, what do you picture that actually means in game for Jambalya?
It means he sort of gets he squints super hard and
tightens up his glutes.
His vision turns orange, and he gets like little X markers over where he wants to shoot. Sort of kind of exactly like Red Dead Redemption. But in this case, his Deadeye meter was empty, so the shot rang low and went whiffed between his thighs.
Yeah, maybe it's not so much that he's so handsome you don't want to shoot him in the face. Maybe he's so handsome it's just damn distracting. You're trying to zoom in on his crotch.
Trying to find crotch.
But you keep your sights keep kind of drifting up towards that beautiful face of his.
It's 5-arm Faust.
4 regular arms and 1 baby's arm holding an apple.
Let me get Squint, because I think Squint would also be able to get in on this action. Here we go. Oh man, Squint is not as good as 4-armed Faust, I will say that. But Squint will squint even harder. Oh no! Oh, the Spirit of the Untamed West rolled a natural 1. So,
we sure he is who he says he is?
you're having your doubts now. After this, wow.
What tarnation was all that about? Kept us up all night chatting all kinds of shit about how you was the Spirit of the Untamed West. You're out here rolling walls like some kind of punk. What is this?
What does his shot look like?
That's what I'm looking at. I'm looking at.
Just limply rolls out the end of the barrel of his gun.
his gun's a joke gun. You gotta like pump it up.
Yeah, it's like a BB gun that is not pumped up enough.
Okay, so this is what he was doing. He's got an ability called Deadeye, where he can line up his next shot as a bonus action, and then his next shot he doesn't even need to roll; it just hits. So I think he was thinking more like one step ahead, and he was more focused on that next shot than his current shot. And then he, as soon as he pulled the trigger, he just wasn't ready for this one. Unfortunately, that means his gun is going to have a misfire, and when we circle back to him, I will still give him the Deadeye if he rolls high enough on his Tinker check to try to unjam his gun. Okay, we are now into regular initiative because Slim Bill is not doing anything. So Shaun Marsten, you're back up first.
I'm gonna shoot him in the dick again.
You know, I was gonna say you're like first time you hit him in the dick and both his balls.
Yeah, jeez. Well, oh no, oh, what's that? Okay,
26.
so I was looking at okay. 26, Shaun Marsten, right pistol, aimed up just right, hit him right in that groin area again. By the way, now he is trying to throw his leg over the horse and hop off the horse, and just presents his prime target. And you hit him right in it again. Unfortunately, the left pistol is going to jam up for you, because that is another natural 1. So your left pistol is jammed, Shaun Marsten.
I think I only have, 1 bullet left anyways.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've got 1 bullet left, yeah. We can say it's in your right pistol. Okay, let me get his health marked down. Okay, next up is Squint. Squint is going to try to... Oh no! Squint is the worst cowboy ever. He looks over at you too, and he's like trying to unjam his gun. He's like, I'm really sorry about this, you guys. I apologize.
I think we picked the wrong side, Shaun.
I'm gonna when I do get him, I'm really gonna get him. But right now, I wholeheartedly apologize. Gang members, okay, because yes, there are gang members with this guy. Let me get their stats. The lackeys, some might call them.
His posse.
His posse. Okay, so there is 1 kobold again, and then 2 humans with him.
Okay.
So, the kobold. I should have had these stats pulled up, I'm aware. So the kobold is going to... I think he thinks that Shaun Marsten's a really big threat right now. And he's kind of... He's crossing his legs.
Shot his boss in the dick like 4 times.
This kobold's like crossing his legs really tight as he's trying to aim up this shot. This one has got just 1 pistol.
It says something that his dick is still there.
Wow, does a 5 hit you, Shaun?
No.
He's really distracted by his boss's wiener getting blasted so many times. He is going to start making his way up that roundabout.
Wiener
though.
blast.
He can get far enough where you guys in your overlook can't see him anymore. Like he's wrapped around the column now, and you guys can't see that kobold anymore. The 2 humans, one of them is going to take his horse and kind of try to blockade Four Guns from it to give Four Guns some cover, as Four Guns is like reeling in pain. So we'll give Four Guns... I think we'll give him a 3/4 cover with that, because you can still see him a little bit between like the horse legs and stuff, so we won't give him full cover. And then him still being on the horse is going to raise his pistol. He's also only got 1 pistol. And does a 15 hit you, Shaun Marsten?
I have 15 ACs.
Okay, so it will hit you, and that will be 5 points of damage.
Ha!
The last one is just going to take his horse and use all of his actions and dashes and bonus actions, whatever, and just like plow up this roundabout on horse. I am gonna have him roll an animal handling check because it's gonna be pretty hard to get a horse up this kind of narrow path. Okay, that was a natural 1 right there.
I told you Adam was gonna roll dog shit today.
So he falls off and he dies.
Yeah, he falls off at the very base, lands prone, and his horse, after seeing like what his owner just tried to make him run up, just, mentally thinks like, well, fuck this guy, and he turns and starts running off into the desert.
It says, nay!
Nay! I will not! Catch you on the flip side! Next up is Jambalya, finally.
All right.
So Jambalya, I will have to pull up 3/4, what's it called? 3/4 cover, because I don't know exactly what that means. But so if you are going to be looking, okay, here it is. So if you are going to be trying to hit 4 guns, 3/4 cover gives +5 to AC and Dex saving throws. So he'll have a 23 armor class.
God dang. God dang. Well, I tell you what, part of my bonus action, I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on that there boy.
Okay.
So that'd be a plus D6 if I do hit. Let's have a look. I think I'm gonna spend another grit point to get me some of that dead eye.
Okay, and hope you don't run out this time. Ooh, and you still have an advantage, right?
Yeah. Let's just see if I crit.
Okay.
Nope. 25.
Wow.
Though.
So even 4 guns being blocked by this horse, with a 23 armor class, you rolled a 25. You get this shot that goes right between the horse legs, and hits him right in the balls again.
That should have been a D12, but the character sheet got it all messed up. So
okay, you can roll. Yeah,
that's an 11.
Nice, 11 points of damage.
The Hunter's Mark damage is.
He's not looking great. I mean, he's kind of just writhing around in pain. 16 points.
16 damage.
He is rolling around on the floor, hating his life, regretting every decision that led him to the Griffin's butt.
How them 4 guns treating you?
Jeez. Okay, well, it is his turn. I do want him to at least get something, so let me see what he can do.
Thought he was gonna compile with like the white hat Cowboys. You're not wrong, boy.
He's got some fun stuff he can do too, and damn, oh, here we go. Okay. Is this an action? This is an action. Okay. All right, so ooh, I like it a lot. Yeah, it looks like you guys can't tell what he's doing. He just still is writhing around in pain, rolling around on the ground, holding his junk, cursing to the heavens about or I guess the hells, being a devil, about his blasted wiener. And then it's back up to Shaun Marsten.
All right.
Keeping it highbrow as always.
Are there any boulders laying around?
Yeah, this is a very, very rocky place. There's actually like a stack of flat boulders too that Squint Westwood's been kind of like building his own little, whenever he goes out and finds a cool big flat boulder, he'll carry it back up and make a big stack.
Rock stack?
Rock stack.
Let me see.
Rock stack, baby.
All right, I'm going to take a boulder and try and drop it on the gang member that's prone.
Nice.
Oh, shit.
Nice.
Okay. First, I was trying really quick to add alerts because I just had an alert. Oh, Sash did something. Sash, I didn't see what you just did. It went away too fast. I didn't have alerts on the screen. Sorry about that, Sash. Let's see. If you are prone, I believe you insta-fail dex saves. Let me see it real quick. A creature's prone.
We're like the dirtiest fighting Cowboys ever. Shoot him in the dick and then crush him with rocks.
Okay, let me see. Okay, so we'll say that he is... Fuck. Okay. So this says, for objects weighing 200 pounds or more, the object deals 1d6 points of damage every 10 feet. And we'll say that you
How
guys
far
are...
up?
I mean, we'll say that you guys are like 50 feet up, at least. Yeah, we'll say that you guys are 50 feet up, because I'm picturing a pretty big pillar, and...
You say it's D6?
Yeah,
it's
so
like-
do 5d6.
It's like coming up like a switchback, right? It's the, like,
Yeah.
approach where we are.
Yeah,
Right.
it's like
that
looping
makes
around.
sense.
There's like a little narrow path, which is why that horse fucking bolted. Didn't want any of that. That circles around to this cave that's not quite at the top, but it's still pretty high up there. So 18. Oh god, if these guys have 18... Okay, I was gonna say, if he's only got 18 or less HP, that's gonna be a very gruesome death. They do have more than 18, so he is not just completely squished like a pancake. They don't have much. They don't have much more than 18 though, so I will say he is. We'll say that it crushes his arm, his gun arm.
Nice.
Like bad. It's very mangled. So okay. All right. You got any that we'll say that was your action, Shaun Marsten. So if you got any bonus actions or movement you want to do,
I'm gonna start moving in on Faust.
like going down, like walking
Yeah.
down. Okay. All right. Next up will be Squint. Squint's still trying to fix his gun real quick.
You sure you're the spirit of the goddamn untamed western? I'm pretty sure you're just a kobold. You were saying stuff about getting inside me and my boy, and I don't think that's right now. And
Well, that's
I ain't
another
seen you.
natural one.
you sure you know how to fix that shooting iron?
To be honest, it's never jammed up like this before, so I'm just kind of sticking a stick in
okay.
the barrel.
Oh, that's never happened to me before. I guess you say that to all the cowboys, right? Well,
I mean, you just stick a stick in the barrel, right? Is that what you do?
I ain't got time to deal with this. I'm in a goddamn gunfight because of you.
There's fucking bullets ringing like all around. Fuck. Does Squint have any bonus act? Give me one. Let me see. Squint's gotta do something, right? No, he doesn't have anything. He's got this gun, and I've rolled 3 nat 1s in a row for him. So, gang member's turn. The one that just had a fucking rock crush his arm is going to stand up, and we'll say that his lead spitter pistol was actually crushed also from that, because I like that. So he stands up, and with just his offhand, his left hand, he will pull out a big knife, like is it Jambalya and Shaun Marsten that both have big knives, or is it just Shaun Marsten that has a big knife?
I got a Bowie knife.
Yeah.
And a claw hammer.
Yeah, he pulls out a big Bowie knife, and he starts to come up around the path. And you lose track of him. You don't see where he is. The one on horseback can't see Shaun Marsten anymore now that he's coming down the ramp. So the one on horseback will take a shot at Jambalya. It's going to be hard. I think it's a +2, so it's going to be a 13 total, Jambalaya.
Nope.
Yeah, he's got one shot and one shot only. And it is going to just ring off and hit into that pile of boulders nearby. Where was the third one? Was he just... He was walking up. Right?
Coming up the slope.
Yeah, he was...
Yeah.
Okay, I'm having trouble tracking that guy for some reason, because I remember the dude who fell prone, got crushed. I remember the dude who used his horse to block Four Guns, and I cannot remember the third one. I believe he was just coming up towards you all. So Shaun Marsten, he actually meets you halfway while you're heading down, and he is going to take a shot at you with his lance bitter. First, natural 20.
Crit City.
So Shaun Marsten, that is going to be a. Now, we talked about this. I don't remember if we talked about it on stream or off stream. How I wanted to start doing where crits both ways get one max damage die and then plus a damage die roll.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so that's going to be 10 plus 2. So 12 points of damage, Shaun Marsten. It's this
Shaun! No! My boy!
Luckily, at least didn't have any, like, plus to damage. Jambalya, you were up next.
I'm gonna cover my boy.
Head on down there. Try to meet up with
No,
them.
I'm gonna try and snap him. I'm gonna try and cover his approach with my rifle as he runs down to confront what's his face. But first of all, I'm gonna shoot that boy. Just shot my boy.
Okay. So this guy hasn't been hit yet. So this will be a fresh.
As a bonus action, I'm gonna switch my hunter's mark to him because he's scratched up my boy. Man.
I'm gonna try to turn this music down a little bit more too.
How's a 14 do?
14 does do it. These guys are not as heavily armored, or honestly, they're about the same amount of armored as Four Guns, but they're just not as handsome. Is that 12 points of damage
plus D6 because of 17.
17. Oh, you almost did like exactly as much as the one that got hit by the boulder did. He is still alive.
That long rifle ain't no joke.
Yeah, he is still alive as you shoot into him. Next up, I believe, would then just be Four Guns. And I guess you guys can't see Four Guns anymore. And where he was down on the floor. But so he cast a spell last time that's making me have to kind of do a little bit of math in my head, so I apologize. I'm having to look up like his speed. Okay. Yeah, we'll just go. We'll go right back up to Shaun Marsten.
All right. I'm just gonna pop a shot off at this guy. My last bullet.
The one that shot you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. With your last bullet, I forgot you're out of bullets.
Yeah.
And all the ammo's upstairs. You hit 12 points of damage. He had 12 points of HP left. So you can describe how you got the perfect kill shot. Just did enough killing.
Went right through his eye, boy. Right up here.
Right through his eye, and this human cowboy-looking guy just collapses to the ground. You've got so the guy missing one arm is also heading up. You can see him. Mm-hmm. You've got another attack, since you've got, as a fighter, you've got 2 attacks. But since you're out of bullets, yeah, you would have to get close range now.
Oh, here we go.
Oh my goodness. That's a good stab.
Shaun Marsten, Knife Man.
The Knife Man. Okay, so this is the guy that got crushed by the rock, and he still had. Okay,
I mean, he's got dedication to his job. I'll give him that.
He is very dedicated, and
I'd have gone home.
He has got very low single digits HP left. I will just say that this guy is looking. He's missing an arm, his dominant arm. He's got a knife that he's kind of just woozily waving around. And then Shaun Marsten just runs up and fucking stabs him. Where'd you stab him at?
Right in his balls.
Jesus Christ.
That's how we roll. We roll out castrating, Max.
Well, next up will
What'd you
be
get?
Squint. Jesus, I really
You gonna
want.
do something useful this time, Squint, or I gonna just like yeet you off this cliff?
He's gotta get something, right? Okay. He unjams his gun, and
Finally.
I'm gonna keep his Deadeye spell, like his bonus action thing that he's got, where his next shot he doesn't have to roll for it, he just instantly hits. But Shaun Marsten, you can't really see Squint. You'll be able to hear him. Jambalya, you probably would have had to go down the path a little bit at least to see Shaun Marsten when you saved him.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys hear Squint say, all right, I got my gun unjammed finally. Son of a bitch, where's Four Guns at? And we see Squint looking down where Four Guns was, rolling around on the floor, in pain. And he's just, he's not there anymore. So Squint instead will try to shoot will shoot, because we know he will hit, the last thug that's on the horseback, and he will hit him he gets to roll d12 of damage. 5 points of damage. So now at least all of the crew has been hit now. We go to Jambalya. So Jambalya, and staring you down is the one-armed, one-balled man that shot your boy. Apparently you don't know where Four Guns is. And you know that there's one more pretty well intact cowboy down at the base.
Can I try to do something a bit like call the Diabar from up the bottom to come back us up?
Yeah, I like this because one of the reasons we wanted to get into this is because how bad you guys are at riding horses in Red Dead Redemption, and that kind of just spurred us to like doing animal handling checks and stuff. So we will do an animal handling check. First of all, go ahead and roll that before I start to look too much into the mechanics I want to use, because if you're really bad, it'll make my...
A crit.
Oh my god.
I handled the shit out of that animal.
26.
Fuck.
Wow.
Yeah, critical success.
26. This boar... First off, what did you want this boar to do?
I want it to come rampaging up the mountainside and charge at the nearest enemy it encounters.
Okay, first off, let me look up, because I think a dire boar is special to... I thought its stats were special to this. I guess a giant boar? I guess we'll use giant boar, because I didn't find dire boar right away. Okay, so... You just hear the squeal. Followed shortly by... let me roll.
Yes.
That was...
A charge attack is what I'm looking for.
Yeah, so this... what I just rolled was going to be a dex save from the guy at the very bottom of the base that only took one hit. But I realized I didn't establish like a target DC first, so I will have the boar roll his. Oh no, it does have a saving throw, 13 saving
13.
throw. So he is able to whip his horse around and get out of way in time from this boar. However, the one-armed, one-bald man is going to... We're going to do an actual hit on him. Yeah, that's what I worried. He's gonna die no matter what because this thing does 2d6 plus 3 and he's got 4 HP. So that's a minimum of 5 damage.
Plus, if he's charged more than 20 foot, it does an additional
2d6 slashing damage. So that's 4d6 plus 3. And he's got 4 HP. So this guy...
This just eats him.
I feel bad for this guy, kind of.
He just got carved up to be eaten by this giant boar.
That's what he gets.
This boar is
hanging
charging
out with a fucking 4-armed devil.
It's charging very nimbly up this roundabout pathway. I mean, you guys left it at the base for a reason because you didn't think it could fit going up this pathway. But somehow it just is a lot more nimble than you gave it credit for. And it gets right up to Gerundu and kind of, is scooting its feet, dragging its feet. There's sand and dust getting kicked up, and it stops just like an inch from your face, and it's like panting like a dog.
Good boy. That's a good boy. Yes, a good boy.
Gerundu, we will say that was your action.
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
And then... Ooh. Okay, we're back to Four Guns. So, we all know how bad Squint's been doing. Jambalya, you hear Squint say, well, god damn it. And you look back, and you see Four Guns is somehow behind you, past Lord Shaun Snow. His bottom two arms have...
Lord Shaun Snow.
his bottom two arms have...
You some kind of wizard? What are you doing here?
has Squint...
Fireball!
Fireball!
He's like hugging Squint's waist with his bottom two arms. His top two arms have both guns pointed right at his head. And he says, well, now, is that any way to greet a guest?
Well, think fast.
So it's his turn. By the way, he had a spell called Mislead, which makes him so that he can go invisible and leave behind like a duplicate of himself. So he left behind the duplicate of him writhing in pain as he sneaked on up to get behind Squint.
How's your balls?
He's still like, even though he kind of feels like he got the upper hand, but at the same time he knows how bad he is, and he's probably pretty close to bleeding out, to be honest. Okay, he says to you two, now listen, you just drop your arms. I don't need you to. I don't care as much as you hurt my balls. I don't care about you two. I really, truly don't. I just need to kill Squint here, get his spirit, and I'll be on my way. I'll leave you two alone. But Squint's gotta die. You know,
I ain't much for negotiating.
It just dawned on me. I don't very much have the upper hand here, do I? Because I did just admit that I'm going to kill this fellow either way, didn't I?
Well, yeah, so really, what's the point in even forcing this here standoff?
So he takes
Go
his two
shoot it,
pistols
might as well just do it.
and points them
Sure,
at
turn in
you.
the initiative order. I can't do nothing to stop you.
He's going to take his two pistols and point them at you, Jambalaya, after realizing that
I'm
he
sorry,
literally
I pointed
had...
out faults in your logic there, Mr. Devilman.
He
I
realizes
guess
he
losing your
literally
balls
has
scrambled your brain.
no upper hand whatsoever. So Jambalaya, that is going to be. Yeah, I mean, he literally can make. Oh no, it says he can only direct up to 2 attacks against the same target. Oh, so he can do 4 attacks, but only 2 per person. Okay, so Jambalaya, 2 are gonna come at you.
All right. Come at me, bro.
A dirty 20 and a 13.
A dirty 20 will do the job.
That's gonna be 9 points of damage, almost max damage from that shot.
Ha! I deride you on 9 damage.
The other 2, however, he is going to. I guess it makes sense, because you have disadvantage if you're in melee range when you do a ranged attack or a spell. Mm-hmm. I guess it makes sense because he is going to have to unwrap his arms and try to shoot the Spirit of the West, Squint, twice. So he will have disadvantage on both of these attacks. 22 would have hit. So the first
25.
shot is going to hit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Wow.
Let's see if he's got a 15 armor class, Squint. Because that was the lowest damage we just rolled. He's got a 13. Wow. So both are going to hit. Wow, only 8 points of damage total from both of them. So, he is now kind of stepping back a little bit from Squint. 2 arms pointed at you, Jambalaya, just firing shots. 2 arms that are kind of just pointed inwards right at Squint, just firing off those shots. Squint's still looking fine, though, so it doesn't seem like Squint's in a ton of trouble as we get up to Shaun Marsten's turn. So, Shaun Marsten, lots happened since your last turn. There is one cowboy down at the base still on a horse, and there is Four Guns who is bleeding pretty bad from the waist down.
Can I make it to him?
Yeah, you're kind of
mark on his shirt though.
You're like right in the middle, Shaun, so you can make it to either of them because you're not all the way at the bottom, you're not all the way at the top. So
I'm gonna go stab him in his balls.
Oh yeah, because you're out of bullets.
Yeah, I got nothing left.
Okay, you run up to Four Guns. You just hit his armor class, his 18 armor class. 7. Let me pull up his HP. He is still alive. He is still alive.
Why am I rolling so good?
Jeez. It was. I mean, as a fighter, both of you guys have very good pluses. I mean, your dagger's a +7 at level 5. That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Let me see if he's got anything. No, he doesn't. He doesn't have anything. Okay. Yeah, you stab him real good, and he's still alive. He's looking very angry. At this point, he has kind of pushed Squint back a little bit and squared off with you, Shaun Marsten.
It's like you is this guy.
Next up is Squint. Okay, cool. Squint, come on, buddy. Come on, pal. Squint is going to just try to shoot him with his newly unjammed long gun. Oh, just barely. 8 points of damage. He does not aim for the balls. Kind of unfortunately. I guess maybe unfortunately. Not for Four Guns, it's not. But he actually shoots him right in his top left arm.
Top left arm.
And that arm just goes limp down to the side. And it's gang members now, so there's only one left. And now that you guys are mostly all back up on that top and he's still at the bottom. He still does have a slight advantage point on you. Shaun Marsten, you specifically, he is going to fire off a shot at you for a 13. I don't think that hits you, does it?
Mm-mm.
I think just with his angle, he's just not really able to get a very clear shot on you. Jambalya, you're up next. Jambalya, it looks like 4 guns. 3 guns, I guess, now.
This didn't go out the way you planned, did it?
No, I should have really thought of my my leverage and acted like I was gonna not kill Squint. Shouldn't I have? That would have made more sense.
Would have done, but you didn't. So here we are.
Yeah, here we
Lasso.
are. Oh, a lasso. Does that do damage or just incapacitate him? Okay.
But next round, I want to hawk tie the motherfucker.
While lassoed, isn't he restrained though? Because it's like a net, right?
Yeah. So, read that out.
Okay.
So yeah, you're restrained until you're freed, and that has no effect on blah 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 blah. The creature can use this action to make a DC 10 Strength check to free itself.
Well, he is next.
So I guess we'll see.
So that is what he is going to try to do. He is going to take his 3 good arms and try to bust out of here. With an 11, only by a 1.
What a shame.
He's able to just, with his 3 arms, kind of like tear a big enough hole into it where he can stand straight up. That is his action, though, isn't it? Didn't he say?
Also, yeah, he'd be prone now too.
Okay. Yeah, and it says use his action, so, well, fuck. That was anticlimactic. Shaun Marsten, he's prone now on the ground. Right for the picking.
I'm gonna jump on him and stab him.
He is belly down, though, so.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll stab him
Never in the butt. Yeah.
You'll have an advantage.
We'll take his shirt.
Luckily, you'll have an advantage on this because
Oh.
that first one was a 9,
Okay.
but since he is prone, you will have advantage.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
25.
Okay, guess how much HP he had left.
7.
Yeah, I mean, I could screenshot. His 4 guns has 7 HP left. A butt stab.
right in the gooch.
Right in the gooch. 4 guns gets stabbed real hard in the gooch.
Right in his taint.
And as soon as your
Ain't there no more.
as soon as your dagger goes into the gooch, Shaun Marsten, you see
I declare this here gooch cleansed.
you see 4 guns' body. There is a crisscross of fiery chains that kind of just materialize out of nowhere and encircle his body, like wrapping his body around. And it looks like some invisible being is tugging on these fiery chains. And his body just goes right down through the column of stone, through Griffin's butte, and just like goes down to the Underdark, the hell, somewhere. He went somewhere. Someone took him. And
Got him.
it's Squint's turn next.
That's some shit. I ain't never seen nothing like that before.
Me neither, boy.
You all right?
Crazy. Yeah. You are
Did a lot of damage to that fella's dick and balls and butthole.
Poor
Are
guy.
we the bad guys, Shaun?
Maybe.
I feel like we might be the bad guys.
Squint looks down at the last remaining cowboy still on his horse, and he can see that this guy obviously saw his boss just get taken to hell or something. And he turns and starts to head back off into the desert. And Squint looks at you two and says, "What do you think? Should I
Let's.
take the shot?"
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
In for a penny, in for a pound. And I mean, we just shot that guy in the dick and balls and butthole for like 5 minutes. So We're supposed to be the heroes, so I guess we shouldn't leave him alive to tell the tale of how we performed all that ball torture.
Oh shit! Damn, Squint Westwood is not very
Squint.
good.
He's terrible.
So the shot just hits right into, like, right by, trailing behind the horse, heading off. Let me see.
Sick of bacon.
Next was gonna be Shaun, but Shaun, I know you don't have any. Oh wait, no. It's gang members next, so it's that guy next. Yeah, he's gonna use like all of his actions and dash on horseback. I think horses have like 50 foot of movement speed. Let me look it up, because Jambalya, you, depending on how fast a horse is, you might very well may get one more shot on this guy.
Shoot the horse.
Well, no, they've got 60 feet and dashing is 120. Can you shoot? You can probably shoot 120, can't you?
I think so. Let me just double check. I think
it's
because you got a long
180,
rifle.
Yeah.
Shaun, I don't think could.
You said you've put the wrong numbers in. It says 320, but there's like no way that is right. 320 feet. So I think we said like.
So.
100 some.
Oh
so.
no, Gerundu. Whoa. You know what Squint Westwood's long gun is?
What is it?
Range is 120/600.
Holy shit! So yeah, 8320 sounds reasonable.
So you will have disadvantage.
Well, I'm gonna spend.
Oh wait, no you won't. No you won't.
Well, I'm gonna spend a grit point anyway to either cancel out this or grant myself advantage.
Okay.
That's the last one. Spending my last grit point. 15, and then
That is actually going to hit, yeah.
a 26. So yeah.
Oh, to hit. I was gonna say, how the fuck? Because he's got 26 HP left, and I was like, what the fuck? How did you do exactly?
Well, with Hunter's Mark on him and the.
I'm just thinking that you may actually get one more shot on him too. And Squint would too. So this 9 points of damage. Okay, we might be able to get it.
12
points of damage. So he's now down. Okay, I'm gonna let you all know like how much HP we're working with. He's got 14 HP now. I will fast track it so that it is now Shaun's turn, but we know Shaun wouldn't be able to hit this guy, so I'm just going to quickly go down to Squint. Squint will...
Come on, Squint, redeem
Squint's
yourself.
got him.
24, come on, Squint.
Ooh, 3 points
That
of
is
damage. He's down to
paltry.
11 HP.
Tell your friends.
Jambalya, I think this is going to be we'll say that this is the last, because he is still gone. He's gone now. He's like 240 feet away. We'll say that this is going to be the last shot we can take on this guy. So Jambalya, he's got 11 HP of health.
Go for it. Whoop.
You hit with a dirty 20.
Cool.
Oh, why has it done that? Shit.
Sorry, it's just paste the.
And he's got his hunter's mark on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, man. It's going to be close. You could definitely do this.
12.
That's 8
Oh.
plus a hunter's mark. Oh, 9. He's got 2 health. This guy is. This shot goes into this guy's back. He's barely holding.
He'll probably die in the desert.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll say that if he doesn't get any food very quickly or water, he'll probably lose 2 HP very quickly. After the dust settles and now that Four Guns is gone and dragged to hell, Squint's gonna look at both of you. Maybe he looks a little bit embarrassed, to be honest.
And so he should.
He says,
We did all the goddamn work. There, you're supposed to be the spirit of the Untamed West.
yeah, I'm realizing that maybe this body wasn't the best body to inhabit, because it did god-awful in that fight, didn't it?
You did not cover yourself in glory there. No, sir. No, sirree, Bob.
Well, this is gonna sound kind of weird, but after seeing how close Four Guns came to getting me and getting the spirit of the Untamed West, I'm sure Four Guns is probably gonna get dragged to hell. You know how devils do. They're probably gonna talk their way out. He's gonna come back looking for me again someday, so I don't very much like the idea of being in this shitty body anymore.
All right. Well, what do you want to do? Like, work out? Join a gym?
No, this is just a regular old kobold I overtook. I think you two are much better fits for me, so I think...
What we talking about here? You sound like you're saying you want to get inside us.
Yeah, I'm thinking that 2 bodies is better than 1, don't you think?
Well, what exactly are you gonna be doing?
I'm thinking I leave this shitty body behind, and I just kind of split myself, go into both of you a little bit. What do you think? I won't be a nuisance. I won't even talk. I'll be real. And me being split, I won't be able to take over or anything. I won't even be able to really, talk a lot. I'll chime in every once in a while, but
what do we get out of it apart from having?
I mean, I'll bestow on you some of my Wild West powers. I was giving this kobold some of my powers, but he did not use them to the full potential. I will tell you that.
We couldn't even clear you jamming your gun.
I will not help you with unjamming guns.
I saw you trying to make that. Hey. I saw you trying to fix that gun jam by pouring more grit into the breach. I mean, that don't even make no sense.
Jambalya, I will tell you one thing. I am no help in unjamming a gun, so
no,
that's not going to give you any kind of bonuses, mechanically speaking.
Well, all right. Well, what kind of mechanical speaking bonuses we gonna get?
Okay, so if we had to put game mechanics on it, I would say that your crits would be 19s or 20s instead of just 20s. Your damage would be force damage instead of just normal damage. And once per round, you could use a special kind of attack and make somebody drop a weapon or a carried object of their choice. So
what I gotta do, take off my trousers?
Mechanically speaking, if you've already taken the disarming shot, you could then place it on a different.
I see. So yeah. So how's this gonna work then? I'm gonna take off my pants?
No one has to derobe or anything like that. Anything so crude as that. I'll just have this kobold spit me out of his mouth. I go in the mouths.
Oh, okay.
So you guys can pick. Do you guys want
I brushed my teeth before?
After. So do one of you guys want my legs and one want the torso, or split down vertically?
I really don't want to think about it too much.
Okay, I'll do vertically.
I'm gonna close my eyes and open my mouth, and you just get on and do what you need to do.
Shaun Marsten, are you cool with this? I do
just
need consent.
Friday nights.
I guess that'll work.
Well, I've done worse things in the bunkhouse. Gets lonesome now.
All right, close your eyes now. And you two don't see with your eyes closed, but the camera can see that Squint Westwood tilts its head back, opens up his mouth, and this black fog kind of drifts out from his mouth, and it splits in two, and half of it goes down Shaun Marsten's open mouth with his shut eyes, and half goes down Jambalya's open mouth with his shut eyes. So yes, and then you see Squint Westwood collapse to the ground. But you think that Squint is okay. The kobold Squint
Squint,
is okay.
All right.
but he is currently unconscious. So, yes, now both of you, whenever you get a 19 or a 20, it's a crit. Your gun, no matter what gun you use, it will do force damage instead of piercing, I think it usually is. Which is good because there's a lot less things that are like immune or resistant to force and bludgeoning. And if you already had the disarming shot, you've got that automatically, so I will let you take a different kind of shot than disarming shot. Because you get that for free with the Spirit of the West in you. And eventually, Slim Bill walks out from the cave and kind of looks around and looks at you two. So is that it then?
I reckon so.
Is the spirit in you two now?
Well, I got on my knees and opened my mouth and closed my eyes, and next thing I know, I feel more powerful, so I guess so.
I think
my throat hurts a little.
You think this fellow's okay? He's pointing at Squint. He seems to be breathing fine.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll take him into town with us or whatever. See if he knows who he is still.
Fantastic. What's your all's plan now going forward? I am going to head back to the Trough and reclaim my town. Now that Duroc has been handily taken care of.
He got stabbed a lot.
He got stabbed so many times.
Stabbed so many times.
So many times.
Sean's real good at sticking.
He's very good. I saw him stab that guy in the dick.
He stabbed him right in the dick. Stabbed him in the tank.
Saw him stab that one in the butthole.
Mm-hmm. Pinned that forearm fella to the ground by his tank.
And then it seemed like hellfire came and just swallowed that guy right up.
The damnedest thing I ever did see. I mean, I've seen ghost cowboys coming out of robot men.
So
I see the flesh train. Wish I hadn't, but I seen it.
So are you all heading back to the Trough or West Hollow, or where do you reckon you two are gonna go?
Well, I suppose we'll go back West Hollow and claim we're gonna get paid some more from my Rustgear.
Rustgear. Bellis Rustgear did say that she was going to give you 2 more of those emeralds that are worth 200 gold pieces each. So you guys are, when you do get back to West Hollow, you guys will be able to collect 400 gold total.
Yeah, we go get that bank, son.
So I don't really reckon walking all the way back to the Trough. So do you think you two could drop me off, or could I take like the pig?
We want to take one of these horses, right? Ain't there like 3 horses left from the other fellas?
Hey, it slipped my mind that there are now
because we
3
killed a bunch
horses.
of fellers and they all came on horses and only one of them got away.
Can I take them all?
So
could I take them all?
Sure. Yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
They'll probably get tired carrying your fat ass.
Well, I mean, I can ride 2 astride. I'll just have like my left leg over 1, right leg over 1, and they can. I have to ride 2 horses. It's by law for the grunters.
That's all right. Seems like you need it. Well, but we'll be taking the MS paint and bacon right here.
Oh, you name. That's highly offensive to my kind.
Why? I ain't calling you bacon. He's a giant pig.
He's like just 1 step.
So if you was to call it like, get upset about you call a monkey something, I ain't allowed to be. It's a different thing.
That's true. Well, but the thing is, nobody eats monkeys, right? You don't eat monkeys. Yeah, monkeys they're 1 step away from you genetically, but like people don't eat them. This dire pig is 1 step away from me genetically, and people do eat him. So it's like I can see sometimes people looking at me and just getting, watery mouth. Not sexually. Not sexually. Ever, to be honest.
Well, all right, I won't call him bacon then.
Just like some other name, please.
All right. Get her.
Sure. Because I don't know what that's I don't know what that's referencing in my part of the desert.
All right. It's more of a Midwestern thing.
So yeah, I think we could have Slim Bill take the 3 horses and head back to West Hollow. And are you guys bringing Squint with you back? Or I mean, Slim Bill will take the horses back to the trough. Are you guys taking Slim Bill back in the MS Paint with you?
Sure.
Squint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't wanna just leave him out there.
Yeah.
Despite our incredible bouts of genital violence, we're not necessarily the bad guys. We just look like we are. Still drenched in blood and gore from the wagon fight, because we've not washed or anything, have we? So we're just still like covered in blood.
Yeah. So
Covered in dust and blood and dirt. Hey, everybody, it's the heroes. We've come back.
So we'll head back to West Hollow, and we'll have Slim Bill take those horses back and try to reclaim the trough. Maybe we'll get another trough storyline in here sometime in the future to see how that all went. But
Do like them a bath.
the route
Susan Stew.
the route yeah, Shaun Marsten's famous
Shaun,
in that town now.
AKA Susan Stew.
So the path back to West Hollow, you guys obviously initially took the train to save some time, but you guys got all the time in the world now. Plus that train's absolutely destroyed and wrecked at this time. It takes a while. It takes a couple days. It takes like a 10-day on horseback in the wagon to get back to town. And eventually Squint wakes up and it is no longer inhabited by that spirit of the Untamed West, which, by the way, just so that we know, the spirit was kind of like talking through this kobold, but now it's a whole different kobold now. But for you two, the spirit is not like taking over you guys at all. Since it had a split, lost a lot of its power on both ways. It is just like an itch in the back of your head that you guys can.
Judging by the way it was that combat encounter rolled out, like fucking Shaun should be the spirit of the Untamed West. Like
so
slaughtered
good.
everything. Like
I can't believe that happened.
It was very good.
He like went full fucking Rambo, like murdered everybody.
Yeah, it was a very good showing of Shaun Marsten's gunslinging ability. Until he ran out of bullets, that's.
But then he went berserker with the knife. I mean, come on.
Yeah. I'm gonna retcon and say that you guys were able to take those 30 bullets with you.
All right.
I was gonna ask you if you were gonna leave them for the unconscious kobold, but since you took the kobold with you, I think it only makes sense to bring the bullets.
You take 20 of them, Shaun, because you use them faster than me.
Yeah.
I'll just take 10.
Right.
Got 2. But yeah, the kobold is actually just he will explain to you that by trade usually he is just a rattlesnake wrangler. He usually will like wrangle up rattlesnakes in the wild, milk them for their venom, and then and then either sell their venom to like doctors and artificers and things that try to re-engineer it to be a anti-venom, or rogues that might use like the rattlesnake venom for dastardly deeds. But either way, he just sells. He's like a rattlesnake milker, seller of venom. But he is
snake handler.
Snake handler. He is fine with going back to West Hollow and doing his trade there. So
You're still called Squint. Still
Yeah,
called
that's
Squint?
actually my name,
That's
and
actually
this is
your
actually
name.
my voice right here.
That's cool. I like the fact that you do things with snakes out in nature. I'm a little man of nature myself. In fact, if you look at the clips in this here channel, you'll find me telling a story about how you can sneak up on rattlesnakes and bite them real good. I've done it myself.
That's how I milk them. I bite them real good when I
Yeah,
sneak
you gotta
up
bite
on
them real good and then make them squirt. You gotta, when you get a real expert in using your
Hey,
mouth, you can make
hey,
most
I hope-
anything squirt.
I hope you don't just tell people my techniques, because that's gonna really dilute my business
Nah,
and lower my price.
just me and Shaun, because Shaun's
Okay.
kind of like my protege.
Please don't
Teach
tell
him-
any other
teach him all
people.
my Western wisdom.
Just don't tell anybody else, because I need to make a living, if you know what I'm saying. And if anybody
no,
knows how
this
to
is
make a
all
rattlesnake
Secret
squirt,
between men, gentlemen of the wilderness. Just like what goes on in the griffin's butt stays there. So
That's
nobody
what I
needs to know
always
that we
say.
was exchanging spirits through our mouths. Right? You agree on that point, Squint?
I do agree.
Yeah,
just-
nobody else needs to know about that. That's
Nobody
between
needs to
the
know
three
about
of us.
that or how to make a rattlesnake squirt. Let's keep all that
No.
on the down
Yeah.
low.
Agreed. Trade secrets.
So I'm just looking at the time now, 7:30. I think it's a good time that we'll just say that you guys are like getting into West Hollow before we get anything else kicked off in West Hollow, and we'll just have you guys level up on stream, because you guys are gonna hit level 6 now after doing this big long quest. This was like a 6-7 hour or so that we worked on this quest, so it's a big accomplishment. So whoever wants to go first on what you're gonna pick hitting the level 6.
I think I'm going to take. I threw it open to votes last time as to what I was going to do, whether to take Ranger 2 or Fighter 5. But this time I'm going to stick to the Ranger. And I'm going to take, I think from the Unearthed Arcana, I'm going to take the Swarm Master.
Yeah.
So let me just load that up. We'll go through what that does.
And we've got I think we'll have maybe like a little just like scene that will happen, off timeline to kind of describe how that happens.
Let me look that up. Alright, so mechanically... Where is it there? Choose an option. Swarm Keeper, that's what it's called.
Swarm
not
Keeper,
Master.
yes.
So I've got Primeval Awareness, which is third level range thing, so I can spend one range spell slot to focus my awareness on the region around me. It's kind of like, and then I can detect aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fiends, and undead in the area. Within up to 6 miles in my favorite terrain, which
Holy
is
hell.
the Old West. Yeah, so within the
my God.
my favorite terrain of the Wild West. I
Dude,
can
Gerundu,
detect-
if we ever need to have you track down one of those, it's gonna be so easy. I will just say that there is a bounty board in town that I was wanting to kind of just fuck around with for an episode or two, where we just like do bounty board stuff. So if it's what was it, a celestial fiend, dragon?
Aberrations, celestials, dragons, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Okay, I will need to make sure that I take note of that and
This
add some
feature
more stuff
does
for time
not-
for those episodes.
Yeah, this feature does not reveal the creature's location or number, so I'll just be aware that they're within
Oh.
a 6-mile radius. I
Oh,
guess.
dang. Okay.
It's not a radar. It's just sort of like
Okay. I thought it was like
six
point.
mile radius,
Which is-
spidey
yeah.
sense.
Okay, cool.
And then I also get Swarm Keeper magic, so I get the Mage Hand cantrip,
Oh wow, that's gonna be fun.
which takes the form of swarming insects.
So I'm gonna jump the gun a little bit. I know that your swarm is wasp, so it's like
Yeah.
when you do mage hand, it's literally just wasp
Like
forming
wasps
a
that
hand.
they go and pick stuff up for me. Yeah.
That's gonna be
It
hilarious.
might not necessarily be a literal hand. It's just like a small cloud of wasps.
Yeah.
They just pick stuff up. And I also, because I'm at ranger level 3 now, I get Fairy Fire as a spell.
Oh, cool.
A spell. Struggling to pronounce the word spell. And then I get gathered swarm. So I magically attract a swarm of fey spirits that look like tame beasts of my choice, in this case wasps. The swarm remains in my space, crawling on me or through my clothing or flying or skittering immediately around me within my space. As a bonus action, I can agitate the swarm for 1 minute, and then for the duration, some of the swarm clings to my weapon or follow my strikes when I attack. Once during each of my turns when I hit a creature with a weapon attack, I can also deal an extra 1d6 force damage, and the swarm moves the creature up to 5 feet towards or away from me. I can use this feature a number of times equal to my wisdom modifier, which I think is +2, although don't quote me on that, I'll have to check. And I think that's it for me. But yeah, basically I've got magic wasps that I can summon to augment my fighting ability and various other things.
Wow. That's going to be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and just, while I think Shaun's still looking for his, what he's going to pick real quick. Jambalya, let's go ahead and just do your scene. So we'll say that we're going to end as if we just got back to West Hollow.
Mm-hmm.
But I will go ahead and say that you two are going to get a little bit of downtime because it's been going just fast and furious. So we'll say that you guys are going to like take a couple days to just like relax in town, hang out. So in that time, how does Jambalya come across this swarm of wasps?
Well, he doesn't relax in town because he's Jambalya. He doesn't like town, so he's basically taking himself out to the wilderness after heading up to the general store and getting the largest jar of jam that he could find. He's smeared his forearms up to his elbows in jam. He's just sort of like standing out by a wasp's nest with his arms covered in jam until sufficient numbers of them arrive, and then he scrapes them off into his pocket where they build a nest. So he has a wasp's nest in his pocket, and these wasps are constantly buzzing in and out of his pocket and flying around.
So Jambalya literally scoops up and just enough wasps to form a nest, and
I got a bunch of apricot jam all up and down my arms, and waiting for them wasps to land. You see, because they get stuck to the jam. They love a sticky, sweet flavor. They can't escape because it's sticky. And then when you get about 25 wasps on each arm, you just go like, I put my hands in my pocket and just scrape them off with the backside of the Bowie knife. And then when they're stuck in the pockets, they kind of get resigned to it and they build a nest. And that's how you tame the wasps.
I think it checks out so hard too because we know Jambalya knows his way around.
I know nature.
All kind of nature, animals, insects, beast, everything. So he's able to whisper sweet nothings to these wasps and just convince them that this pocket's a really good spot for a nest. Like. You gotta withstand gunfire every once in a while, but other than that, it's a really, nobody fucks with this pocket. Shaun Marsten, you have disappeared except for your mustache. There you are.
Just my mustache?
It was just
All
your
right.
mustache and your beard.
I think I'm just going to go with the lucky feat.
Oh, so at level 6,
I don't know what else.
this is another question I had. Gerundu, did you have the disarming shot?
No, I had bullying shots and
Okay.
Also, I
something
changed that,
else.
Yeah, so Gerundu, yours won't change, but
Deadeye
you
shot.
will now have disarming
Disarming
shot.
shot too.
Shaun Marsten, I know you did have disarming shot, so you can now pick a
Yeah.
new one.
So I changed it to Deadeye and Winging Shot.
Okay, what
So
do both of those do?
Deadeye, when you make a firearm attack, 1 grit point to gain advantage on the attack roll.
That's
Okay.
what I was using
Right.
earlier. Yeah.
And then the other one to topple a moving target. So,
That's
Oh.
a really good one.
Cool,
That's a
like
really
knock him
good one.
prone?
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, awesome. Okay, cool. And then, so at level 6, you got a feat. Lucky feat, I know, is a very good feat. You pretty much, per long rest, I think you get 3
points, yeah.
of advantage. Like, you can just spread around, which...
That's useful.
Yeah, it's very useful. Do you get... I think you said... Didn't you say that you also got... Okay, I think you did say that you got another kind of shot, right? But, like, when you hit level 6, didn't you say that you got a new shot?
I don't think so. I thought it... I don't know where I saw that.
Okay.
But, yeah, it's not showing.
Okay. So, yeah, with Lucky Feet, that's going to be coming in handy. So, 3 times per long rest, you can use advantage on, I think, like, anything. Attacks or...
skill checks or whatever,
or
saving throws.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Awesome.
That's pretty good, though.
That's very good. Yeah, that's a good feat. I know when I looked at fighters for 5e, I've never really played a fighter, and it's crazy how often they get either ability improvements or feats.
Well, it's because they don't have as much interest. I mean, that's the trade-off, really, is they don't have as much like stuff in by way of, like, magic and what have you, but you get a lot of tunability through being able to select different feats, and it's not necessarily... I think you can dismiss being a fighter as being like a sort of boring choice, but the way that it pans out and the way that you select feats and stuff is you can make a lot of different interesting and different characters.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Well, guys, I cannot tell you how excited I am for you all to get back to West Hollow and turn in these gems and get this gold. I think next episode, I think we will have at least a very short, maybe 10-minute shopping spree. Now that you guys are getting some gold, so I will have to come up with some. I will have to come up with some items to, get you guys to buy, but. Other than that, yeah, we'll start fresh next episode, guys. So, everybody watching, yeah, we're gonna see you all in 2 weeks. Make sure, if you haven't yet, subscribe to Shitty Cowboys on your podcatchers.
Yes, please.
Give us a 5-star rating and review if you're enjoying it. Follow this channel if you're not yet. And come Monday, 2 days from now, Gerundu and I will need to come up with a cool encounter for Modris Bloodsport Association on this channel. We have a very special episode with 5 DM's Guild authors, and they're probably expecting some high value, nice, fun, no pressure for me and Gerundu at all. Hopefully Clancy doesn't fuck up too much that time.
Well, it's the beautiful thing about having Clancy is that he's there to take the fall.
Yes.
So
we can always blame Clancy if anything goes wrong. Thank you all for watching. Stay tuned. Follow the Majestic Goose everywhere to find all of our shows. And we will talk to you all on this show in 2 weeks from now.
see you on down the trail, pards.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.